So, first off, let's talk Microsoft, because I think it's going to be a big E3 for them.
It should be. It better be.
It better be. Well, it needs to be, so yeah, they don't really have a choice in the
Everybody
matter.
says, like, oh, it really doesn't need to be. And yes, they're making money. And yes, you know, they're still selling their console. But it kind of does. At least for the core audience, you feel like they really need to knock it out of the park.
Let's just say
They've had a lot of losses lately. Like with PR against Sony. Sony's been on the rise and they've just been canceling all their games. And
that's that was the thing. It was like one after another. Fable Legends, done. Yeah. That studio Lionhead, shut down. Scalebound, done.
Listen, Phil Spencer, he's a smart guy, confident guy, but you guys really need to
fix this hole in the sinking ship.
Pull out something awesome, because
and Sea of Thieves, isn't it?
Yeah, because basically what's happening now is you have Nintendo and then one other big console, and the fact that PS4 is winning that one other console right now as bestseller, they need to worry a little bit, just a little bit. All right, anyway, guys, so we'll start with Jonah. Jonah, what are your predictions for this Microsoft E3?
Well, I think that what they need to work on is games. They need to announce a lot of games, but they're not going to do that.
Games are important.
They'll announce some games.
I think there's a couple surprises.
Like, I think they're going to announce... they already announced it, but they're going to show more Crackdown, Forza, and Sea of Thieves, of course. But they're going to focus mainly on the hardware, Scorpio. We're going to get a price point, release date. They're going to give us what it looks like, maybe.
The actual
When
game.
do you think it's going to release?
Holiday?
Prediction.
November?
Well, yeah, holiday, but you think it's November?
Sometime November.
Yeah.
I'm going to do a bold prediction that it releases in September.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The beginning of fourth quarter?
There's a reason. My reasoning for it is that a couple things is that Phil Spencer a little while ago was actually talking about how they were actually ahead of schedule with the actual manufacturing or designing of Project Scorpio. So that's what kind of leads me to believe that I think they can get it out in September, blow through their first shipment, get a second batch of shipment that they would have ready for November, like Black Friday. Mm-hmm. And I think what you want is that you want the hardcore gamers or the core gamers to go out there, get this new console, and be able to play games like Forza.
Right.
Play games like Destiny when it first comes out, and show if there is going to be any kind of disparity, that you can see it right there and then. See, what I usually don't like happening is like, oh yeah, this game is going to be coming out, like say Shadow of War. Shadow of War got delayed, I think 2 months. That's a separate issue. But what I don't like happening is that like, oh yeah, well this game's out now and you can play it now, but in 2 months from now you can get it on the new console and play it on that console.
Yeah.
You know, and then you get overwhelmed with all the other games that are coming out. So I think it would be awesome if they did it, because then you would still be in the strike zone of Madden, because it'd be at the end of August, and they have the big partnership with Madden. Xbox usually always has a marketing deal for Madden. Mm-hmm. So I'm hoping I think it would be nice if they did that. I think 100% that I'm accurate? Probably not. I think you're probably more accurate with November, being that it's Project Scorpio.
Right. And
Scorpio's zodiac sign falls within November.
I knew that, so I said it.
Oh, smart man you are.
Yeah. So, but I'm kind of hoping, like I said, bold prediction, that they actually release it early.
Yeah, I that'd be a good idea. Just, I might even get it on, like, just forget Destiny 2 again on Xbox, you know, just because I'm too hyped for that game.
Yeah. Buy it on every console that you own.
Yeah. That's right. Why not?
And then I get too into the PS4 one and don't play that again, and then I regret my purchase. Happens too often.
So what do we think for price? I'm sorry, John. Do you have a prediction for the date?
Well, November seems about right. I think that's what they were kind of, aiming for. I think that's what it's been, not leaked, but that's kind of what they've been hinting at. I mean, you know what? Because they are ahead of a schedule, I don't think it's too far-fetched to say that it could come earlier. Like you're saying, maybe September.
Maybe September's a little early. It could be October, but I feel like if they get it out, they get through the first shipment to the hardcore fans, they'll have plenty to have it out there for the casual fans if they want to buy it.
Or they just surprise everyone, pulling Oprah, and just throw them out into the crowd of E3.
See, I don't think they can.
Have a Scorpio.
Because nobody wants to relive Dreamcast. Because that's what happened to Dreamcast. They're like, it's out now, and that system died.
That was a whole nother situation.
I know it is, but you you don't want to test it.
Was that Dreamcast?
You don't want to test it. I think it was Dreamcast.
I think that was the Saturn.
Or maybe it was Saturn.
Like
it may have been Sega Saturn.
It was anyway. Whatever happened to those consoles, it was because they're
because they had the name Sega attached to them.
It was it came out a little too late for the hardware going on. Saturn got killed by PlayStation. Dreamcast was just...
From what I hear, Dreamcast had a lot of great games.
It did have a lot of great games. It just never caught on because the price was too high.
Was it too high? I don't even know what the price was. Anyway, we're falling down a rabbit hole.
That is a very long, scary rabbit hole.
Yeah.
But no, yeah.
That's a completely different
Dreamcast 2
topic.
E3 2017.
Oh my gosh.
So, but yeah, that's what I think. I think it's going to be November.
Okay. What about price?
I think it'll be comparable to the Pro. What's the Pro price at?
400 right now.
Yeah,
400.
I would say it's going to have to kind of float around that area. I know they're kind of saying it's going to be the best console there is right now, but you're looking at, a very dangerous point of going too high real easy. You have, like, 450, to me, I even say that's a little too high. You might scare people off, but unless they really blow people out of the water of what they're offering,
Yeah.
then it's not terrible. If they're comparing it right to a PC, like, oh, you can get the same thing on a $1,200 PC, then it's like, okay, I might as well spend the $450, get the PC Junior. But it's probably not going to happen. It's Microsoft that they want you to buy PCs, but they also want you to buy Xboxes. So really the ideal price, I would say, around 400.
400. Ooh.
I do think, though, it's probably going to be around 450. Any higher than that, and they're shooting themselves in the foot.
I agree. I think, don't get me wrong, I think they could get away with 500. I think they could get away with 500 if it does everything they're saying it's going to do.
But for two controllers?
No, I mean, either way, I think this Xbox is going to come at a cost. They're not gonna be making money off of it when it first comes out, when it first releases. So I think 500 might be a little bit much, but people that bought the Xbox One originally paid 500.
Yeah.
And that was with the Kinect.
Well, you're looking at PS3. What was PS3 again when that came out?
It's like $700,
600.
right? $649.
600.
$640. Yeah, it was like $600.
That was the whole, you should get another part-time job
yeah
conversation.
Though that one was backwards compatible.
Sony was totally in tune at that time with their community.
Yes.
But so you're saying 400 is the make or break?
I gotta say 450. Like, I want to say 400, but like for it to be the most, yeah, it's gotta be 450. 500. Like you said though, like you can just keep pushing up, and it would make more sense for them to do. But
they have to stay somewhat close within the realm of where the PlayStation 4 Pro is.
Because and you got to look at who's going to be interested in this. I mean, yes, it's around the holidays. Any kid that has nice parents, I'm sure they'll buy them it. But you got to look at also the people that grew up with Xboxes, us, and people around us. They're not going to be able to afford. Not everyone's going to be able to afford that luxury.
I think that the 450 price point, and that's what a lot of different outlets are saying. A lot of leaks recently have been pointing to that 450 price point, which I think is doable considering the PlayStation 4 Pro is at 400. But the thing is, I know what's going to happen. Come holiday, Sony's going to drop that down to 350 probably for whatever Black Friday sale. And Microsoft's not going to want to take a larger hit on it, so they're going to be stuck at 450. They might throw in a game or something like that, but I don't think they can lower the price down like Sony probably could a year after the Pro came out.
No, they have to try to make some sort of profit, which is hard. It's going to be hard, but
I don't know if they're going to make profit off this. I think they're going to base on the games that they buy with it.
Yeah,
that's how they're going to make their money back.
So, but
also speaking about the PC and Microsoft, I think they're going to announce a lot of Xbox One game ports to PC. Like, I think Halo 5 is available.
Maybe that's what it is. That could be the Halo announcement.
Yeah.
That could just be like Halo 5 will run at 4K at 60 frames a second, and we are bringing it to PC.
Yeah.
That might be the Halo announcement that they've been kind of hinting at, because they've said no Halo 6 announcement, no Halo 3 anniversary or anything like that. They're just saying something kind of small. So that might be it.
Yeah, that or like the Halo anniversary collection brought up to... No, that's on Xbox.
That's not on Xbox.
Yeah, maybe it's going to go to PC.
Maybe.
Yeah. So that's going to be fun. Remedy is also, I was thinking Remedy's going to have a new game.
Remedy does have a new game, but it's going to be third party. Or like, I'm sorry. When I say third party, evidently it's going to be a game that's on PlayStation and an Xbox and other platforms.
Multi-platform.
Right, it might have some kind of like
that.
bonus to like partnership with Xbox though to have like an extra. I don't know.
Maybe. I mean, we really don't know. Obviously, what each publisher or developer has up their sleeves, but what else you got?
That's about it for what I have for Microsoft.
So basically, the big ones are going to be Sea of Thieves, Crackdown, Forza. What else could you think
Probably
of?
like a montage of indie games, like halfway through there.
Montage.
But
Cuphead better come out. That better be the it's out now announcement.
Right. Yeah.
Because if they show that another E3 again, and we like it's not close, it's not gonna be good for that game. That game needs to come out, and that better be and you can go home and play it today. It's available now.
Go get her, Ray.
Maybe a limited physical edition you can buy.
Yeah,
I like that. No, yes, I want that.
No. John wants that too.
I do.
Would
be nice.
But there's Crackdown 3. We mentioned Forza, Sea of Thieves. What else was there? There's another game that I wasn't too hot on. Oh no,
wasn't too hot on. Can't wait for that one.
I can't remember. I'll think of it. Whatever. Anyway, my predictions for Microsoft, what I think will come, and we're not talking about the publisher conferences or anything like that right now. But there is Bethesda. I think they will show Wolfenstein, and I think they could actually pair up with Microsoft for the actual marketing rights for it.
Mm-hmm.
And I do think at the end of the Ubisoft conference, they will be the drop the mic moment, or that one more thing moment is going to be a new Splinter Cell game, because I don't know. There's no other possible title that I can think of that will be at the end, because Ubisoft is usually good about showing at the end like the next hype thing, or like the next new thing that hasn't been announced that's coming out later, or they're working on. So I think Splinter Cell might be the next one that they announced at the Ubisoft conference.
When was the last Splinter Cell game?
Blacklist, right before the new gen consoles launched. I remember playing it on Xbox, I think 360.
Do you think Splinter Cell will go exclusive, or do you think it's going to be a third party but exclusive to Microsoft for like a month?
Splinter Cell has an amazing history with Xbox, so I think it'll just be like a marketing deal where you get like content. I don't think they're going to pay for the exclusivity deal. I don't think they would, but they've done it with Dead Rising. They've done it with Tomb Raider before. Mm-hmm. So I mean, it's possible. I just don't think I think Tomb Raider probably lost money because they did it. I think Dead Rising probably didn't do as well.
Like, you're looking at this generation. Yeah, last generation everything was Microsoft first. Now it's Sony first. That's what it seems to be kind of floating towards.
Yeah, they always flip back and forth between generations. The winner gets a little complacent.
Yeah.
And then the loser learns their lesson.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And they just switch.
So.
But yeah, I mean, that's pretty much. I mean, for Crackdown, they really need to be like, okay, this game is coming out this year.
They need to crack down on this.
With the Switch. They can't just be like, hey guys, here's another. Shut up. Here's another teaser. Here's some concept art.
I think Crackdown went away so they could optimize it for this new console. I think that's going to be the big set game.
That's going to be their
one more thing.
That's going to be their Halo and Gears. That's what they're going to try and build it up to be. Is the Crackdown 3 is this big new franchise? Well, not new franchise.
Crackdown bundle.
Yeah.
What about Borderlands?
I don't think it'll show.
Still
up.
too early.
Yeah.
I feel like we would have seen a trailer for that already. Not that I don't think it's big enough to pretty much be announced at E3 and have a big splash. But I feel like Borderlands, if you do it at E3, even though it's very popular and big, I feel like it might get drowned out by all the other announcements.
Mm-hmm. I think it's worthy of being an E3, and I think it'll stand on its own legs if it was. But I just don't think it would be announced just because it's so out of nowhere. There would be some kind of lead up, some kind of like leak, some kind of rumor.
I mean,
there's nothing.
For me, I'm really hoping that Microsoft really dug deep and got some sort of exclusive deal with something really good. I mean, like I said, you're talking Sea of Thieves, which is like, I don't know if we keep going back to that because I don't know how many people are actually interested in this game.
I think it's going to be a niche thing.
Yeah.
I think Crackdown 3 will probably will hit the right chord with the core audience because they're going to show co-op multiplayer probably. They're going to show the power of the cloud and all that other cool stuff that they were talking about that I don't know the technical how the magic is going to work there.
Because the way I see it, this is going to be the Scorpio event. Like, even though it's Microsoft, like, this is all eyes are going to be like, okay, because when you tease a new console, like, people are like, okay, give me a reason to buy it. And I don't know if Crackdown's going to be enough to have, and especially if they're like, oh, you can buy it on Xbox One, and then it's going to come out for the Scorpio, so then you can also play it on that.
The other prediction I do have for like a big title is the Ninja Gaiden. Ninja Gaiden. However it is that they say it. That also has a really good history with Xbox. I think Ninja Gaiden. I mean, it came out on Nintendo originally, the original one.
Right. Yeah.
But I know that like, some of the newer version ones have kind of found their home on Xbox. So I don't think it's kind of unfound to say that might be that exclusive game that they actually put money into to develop by another third-party developer to make a game exclusive for Xbox One.
I mean, that did very well on 360. Yeah. I remember Ninja Gaiden Black, which was freaking hard as hell, and
I think, and because like looking at like how PlayStation got Neo, I think that was Ninja Theory too, right? Neo?
I have no idea
who developed it. I think it might be Ninja Theory. But because they got Neo, I'm kind of half expecting that Microsoft to make a deal similar to that, where Neo was exclusive for PlayStation. Yeah, and you also get Ninja Gaiden.
The one thing that I have with that though is that Japanese companies, I doubt they'd make an exclusive contract with Microsoft just because how bad
they
Xbox sells.
Capcom's already done 2 Dead Rising games that were exclusive to Xbox.
But recent times.
Dead Rising 4 came out last year, exclusive to Xbox.
Well, wasn't that exclusive for a year?
I don't think so. Is it even out right now?
I'm not sure. I know that one of the Dead Risings released recently on PS4.
I mean, even so, I mean, it might be an Asian guy. It might be exclusive for a year, but I feel like that might be the surprise that people are going to get hyped for. Because it could be in the world of Dark Souls. Yeah. And Bloodborne and Neo and all these hard games that are coming out.
Rage quitting games.
Yeah.
Neo was really good, though. You should play it.
Bloodborne's fantastic, too. But then there's an actual, like, group of gamers that love those games. Like the difficulty and all that other stuff.
Oh, yeah. It's great.
So I think if they find a Ninja Gaiden game... am I saying it right? Ninja Gaiden?
Ninja Gaiden.
Good.
Yeah.
If they find... if they can find a game and develop a game that kind of meets that standard or meets that excitement for those types of gamers, I think they have a hit on their hand. And the money that they put into it, I think, will pay off.
Yeah.
So.
What about ever resurrecting the Prince of Persia series?
It's going to be Ubisoft, and I don't think, as long as Assassin's Creed is a thing, I don't know if we're going to get a proper Prince of Persia sequel. I could see like a 2D, like Uba art type of a deal doing Prince of Persia.
I feel like they'll just, if they make a Prince of Persia game, it'll be like a mobile game.
Yeah, like, I don't like right now. As long as Assassin's Creed is a thing, I don't know if they'll do like a proper Prince of Persia sequel.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, with Bethesda, we were talking about Bethesda earlier. They have Wolfenstein coming out, right?
That's what we think. We don't have anything.
I'm pretty sure that's
Wolfenstein's great. The New Order was fantastic.
Yeah, it was.
And the Old Blood was great too.
I heard I have some hearings about Evil Within 2.
That's what the other thing that they're saying. They're saying that they might release Evil Within and Wolfenstein this year.
Right.
But I feel like one will hit this holiday and one will be in first quarter next year. I don't think they'll both show up.
No, Wolfenstein would be great, especially if you can have cross-platform play between PC and Xbox. Yeah. That'd be great.
Well, I mean, Wolfenstein didn't have any multiplayer last time. It was just a single-player game. So I think they could add multiplayer.
I think they will.
Because that game was fantastic. It was so much fun. The only other thing from Bethesda, everybody's screaming for the next Elder Scrolls. I don't think you're getting an Elder Scrolls game this year. I think everybody's just got to simmer down about it.
Well, that's going to be what they have the Morrowind
expansion for
Elder
Scrolls Online.
Yeah, that's probably what that's going to be.
When I heard that, I was like, oh, they're releasing the game again? But it's just expansion.
But those Bethesda games might have marketing deals depending on one of the publishers, but I could see Wolfenstein maybe doing like a marketing deal for it.
You think Quake will show up? They
I
announced
think
it last year, right?
they had the beta, or there was a beta that happened with the Quake.
Yes.
So I think
that was a while ago.
I don't know if they'll do a proper release trailer because people have already kind of played it. So I don't know if it's going to be like this big reveal thing at Bethesda's.
It might just be like in the booths, like you can play the demos.
Yeah,
like on the floor.
They might have a proper release date, but I don't think they're going to make a big deal about it. I really do feel like Dishonored was Dishonored 2 was kind of their game last year. I think Wolfenstein will be their game this year, and with a kind of look ahead to Evil Within probably in like that March-May kind of time frame.
Right. Maybe some DLC announcements for Prey and Dishonored 2.
Oh, last thing. What's the name? What do you think Xbox One name is going to be?
Scorpion.
No.
Xbox Scorpion.
It could be. I think that'd be really cool if they kept some crazy name like that, but I don't think so.
I really just wish they kept it Xbox Scorpio, but that's not going to happen.
Xbox U.
Xbox U.
Just embarrassing yourself now.
All right, Colin. What's yours?
Xbox One X.
Xbox One X.
Divided by pi.
And I thought about it. I'm like, it's going to be a similar name, and it's going to be really hard to differentiate, like on the store shelves.
It's like Jason.
But I think if you market the box differently, you're going to be able to get that feel of, oh, this is like an elite console. So it's either going to be Xbox One X, or I think that they could play with it a little bit and say Xbox One X, like just have the one and the X.
Mm-hmm.
To kind of differentiate between the old consoles, but still keeping the name around.
I'm still partial to the Xbox 2 TOO.
Not happening.
Xbox also.
We are also a console.
Yeah, I don't know. I really don't have a... You know what the problem is? Because you look at everything that's kind of been codenamed, and they completely change it.
Yeah, and the thing is, too, is that they have to keep it within the Xbox family because all the Xbox One games are supposed to play on the entire family of Xbox One. So I feel like they have to tie it together somehow.
How about Xbox All for One?
No. Might be onto something there.
No! Shut down. But guys, any final thoughts on anything?
I'd love to see Perfect Dark Zero. I don't think we're going to see it, though.
I'd like to see more games than the ones we think are going to be sure things, like Crackdown and Forza. Maybe something like Scalebound.
It's not happening. It's just not happening.
That's
not anytime soon. That just because they renewed the rights for it doesn't mean they're going to.
They did that?
They did. They renewed the trademark.
They renewed it. Now they got to hunt all the developers down again.
Out
of the gutters.
Still got a different one.
It's going to be exclusive to the Scorpio 1X.
No, it's not going to happen.
All for one.
All for one.
None for you.
You gave me hope, Carmine.
Sorry. Well, I mean, they
now
renewed
I'm
the trademark.
expecting it.
It's just like Rockstar renews the agent trademark every few years. And everybody's like, oh my god, is it coming? No, they're just renewing the trademark.
Just don't worry, just things on the sideline.
Yeah.
Never you mind. But yeah, so my big thing is, like you said, the games. Just hopefully it's more than just the three not so big ones, because I don't think they're that big.
I mean, they're big.
Wolfenstein to me is a lot better, I would think, than Crackdown. Crackdown 1 was amazing. I love the idea of it.
Yeah.
Crackdown 2 got a little off, but Crackdown 3's been in development for so long that they really have to be like, oh my god, that's the most amazing thing ever.
I think that's going to be the benchmark. That's what they're going to sell this game on.
Like full-on co-op, amazing gameplay, Microsoft, Xbox, Scorpio, all for one, 1X, gameplay looking amazing on for it.
I don't think it's going to be that.
It's going to be all of that. That's what it is. They couldn't decide, so it's just... all that and a bag of chips.
Or it could be the Xbox 10. Like Windows 10.
Yeah. Well, I always thought it was going to be like Xbox Windows 10 or Xbox. But then, who knows? Windows might be like, oh, Windows 11's coming up, guys. Don't forget to update.
Yeah.
I mean, they just had the i9 core released, and that's going to be $19.99 because 2000 would have been
$20? No problem.
Yeah.
Oh, 2000.
Yeah.
Oh, well, no. Absolutely not.
So
I could probably buy like 4 new Xboxes with that money.
Yes, it would be nice.
PC makes total sense.
But guys, what do you think about this E3's Microsoft? Do you think it's going to be amazeballs, Or do you
Baseballs.
do you think that
It's gonna be dope as hell.
like Scorpio / whatever it's going to be called is going to knock everyone on their ass with how amazing it's going to be?
And
Also,
Too.
that
what kind of features would you guys like to see that's going to help sell this system to you?
Holograms.
that's true. Why not?
Because, I mean, they're going to have the user interface.
If you have no
They're
friends,
gonna announce
you will
VR.
have
We're not done yet. They're announcing VR.
Well, I'm sure they're gonna have the ability to do VR. I think if anything, it'll be like Oculus will come out and be like, we can do this now with your system, and you can just plug it in like a PC and go. But I don't think they're gonna come out and be like, oh, this is my new headset.
You plug it in and it's a transformer. It's your walk around friend to the end.
That's it. That's the most likely one.
He broke my pen cap. Oh my god. That's the end of the podcast.
Yeah,
We're done.